Talk to us about whatever.
I mean, I think she just broke up with him.
What? What'd she say?
I don't know what I did tonight, but I guess she felt like she was the butt of the joke.
Mad at First Sight Season 20 Episode 17. So we are still at the retreat, and Felipe is having a tantrum because Tori, he thinks Tori broke up with him. I am wearing I'm Not Angry. This is just my face shirt for Caitlin and Mecca is why I am wearing this shirt in this episode. Cousins, I want to apologize to you. I was supposed to come live on yesterday and I just didn't feel like it. I got up with all intentions to come live, but then I went back to bed. I just wasn't feeling it. I was feeling like, and I went back to bed and I slept. And I slept. And I slept. And I slept. And I feel better today. Plus, I will be on vacation this week starting on Wednesday, girl. So I'll be going live maybe at least once in 2 weeks. I love you. I absolutely love you. I adore you. If you're new here, my name is Cousin Sister Auntie Janice. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out for me. The finale is dropping on Thursday, so I will be up early Thursday morning watching live with you, so you will be here. Unless I feel like not getting up, but you know. So Felipe is having a tantrum, child. He thinks Tori broke up with him because she thinks she's the butt of the joke. But this is what I want ladies to realize. My dad always said, everything up to when you meet that man affects your life. If you're going to join your life to this man, everything about him up to meeting him is going to affect your life. So you need to think it through. So he is saying Tori thinks that she is the butt of the joke. Yeah, because we're all thinking, Tori, how could you be with him after everything? Like, how could you think about saying yes? Even though I said they would say yes on decision day. There is no way, Tori, based on all the information you have about Felipe, that you can join your life with this man in all trust and assurance that he's going to take care of you. You're going to be good. He's going to protect your good name. And you just can't. Felipe is not a man of character and integrity. Talk about character and integrity. Felipe has none. He wants to be a hoe. He wants to sleep around. And do y'all notice how he was all in? I love her soon as he slept with her. I want to sleep with I miss sleeping with a bunch of women. This is why I keep telling y'all, girls. Take the cookie off the table. Take the cookie off the table. If you don't have this book, it's available at Amazon. Take your cookie off the table. If you really want to get to know and know how a man feel about you, do not let him between your legs. Granted, they are married, ladies. When you are married, you are supposed to let your husband between your legs. I'm just saying. They are married, but technically, even though they're married, they're dating for data because at the end of 8 weeks, they have to make a decision if they want to stay married or get a divorce. Technically, shout out to Cousin Alyssa. I think Cousin Alyssa sent me that the couples are not really married this season. They're not legally married. Again, let me remind you, I do not review my Married at First Sight like anybody else. Please stop trying to get me to review my videos like other people. My name is Janice Hilton Thompson. I pretty much stay by myself outside of Chloe, Kimberly reviews, and what's the other cousin name? Other than those three ladies, Kamisha, Yeah, I'm pretty much by myself. I do what I can when I can. If I could do 10 minutes, I do 10 minutes. I can't do. I'm sleepy. I go to sleep. Y'all don't know that about me, but no, they don't, because I have a lot of new people over here. Okay. The way I review Married at First Sight, you could go through with a pen and paper and take note of everything I say and all the things you need to pay attention to when you are dating, because my whole purpose of being on YouTube is teaching women how to date. Look for the red flags. Run for the hills. Someone's coming to your help, girl. No, don't marry him. What he said, that's a yellow flag, girl. Pay attention. Hold on. What did you say? What was that blink? But you also can take the husband profile course begins next month, girl. Sign up for it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get through the rest of this foolishness, y'all. Let's just get to Mecca and Caitlyn with their antics. Mecca. Y'all, I always told y'all I love Mecca. Mecca was always my favorite. So the ladies go in there talking to Tori, and Tori's like, I want somebody who's going to consider my feelings. Okay, Tori. He doesn't consider your feelings. Do you want somebody who doesn't consider your feelings? Shout out to my girl Marissa. She said he's acting like Beyonce when you're Beyonce. Felipe and the guys are talking, and he's like, my family and friends know that I say slick shit or such that come off my throat, and they always give me grace, and I've always been allowed to say whatever I want to say. They always give me grace. I need somebody to give me grace. No, you're 28, you're almost 30, you need to grow your ass up. This is what I'm talking about, ladies. Look at these little boys. Cameron is saying, well, she knows you more than anybody else, and she really knows you. And Mecca. I always liked him. I always knew Mecca was a good boy. His daddy did a good job. Listen to what Mecca said.
No, here's what it is. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me out. Woo! He said, no, that's not what it is. Listen to what Mecca's about to say.
Whatever was being said about you and most voted upon for you were a reflection of her and what she has to deal with.
Walk away. Walk away, cousin. Did you hear what Mecca said? He said, you're going to be a reflection of what she has to deal with. Ladies, pay attention. Dating is for data. Who he is a reflection of what you have to deal with. So if he's beating you while you're dating and engaged and his baby mama, please do not expect him to stop beating you when you're married. If he's slinging it around, granted, for Janice, until Mike Thompson put a ring on my finger, got down on one knee. This is after he went to my daddy, asked for his permission, asked me to marry him. I don't care if he got up out of the bed with a woman and came to propose to me. I didn't care. Because you know what? He didn't ask me to be his wife until he asked me and put that gorgeous ring on my finger. I had nothing to say about what he's doing. Okay. Woo, I love what Mecca said. Mecca is schooling these boys.
And what she has to deal with. And she's thinking to herself, like, this is not a good look for me.
This is not a good look for me. Yeah.
I don't want to be with someone who is this, that, and the third.
Exactly. I don't want to be with somebody who miss sleeping with hoes, want to be with hoes who's not considerate of me, who doesn't think about me, who doesn't care about my feelings. I want somebody who is ready to be in a committed marriage, who thinks about my feelings, who considers me, who thinks about me. A man of character, a man of integrity, a man with a good name. The Bible says a good name is to be honored and treasured. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Is he a good man? Is he a man of character? Is he a man of integrity? Does he have a good name? Is he ready to be committed? Spend the rest of his life loving me, adoring me, cherishing me and our babies, and taking care of me and paying all my bills. I know Caitlin is not outside trying to give Felipe advice on how to act and how to be. Are you kidding me, Caitlin? When you haven't even spent time talking to Devin, you're trying to counsel Felipe and giving him counseling advice and how to be and how to act. I do agree with Felipe in that I want somebody to love me for who I am. Okay, ladies, and this is what I mean about your mate is a choice. Make sure you like who this man is. Make sure. I'm chewing gum, by the way. I just fell for some peppermint gum. People come in. Could you please not chew as if I work for you? I don't work for you. Your name is not Jaquan. Deshaun. I'm trying to see the boss initials so I could give him a getter name. Okay. Oh wait. I know Caitlin's not sitting outside by the fire over there by Felipe running her iceberg mouth. I just know Felipe is right. They are both right. They're not a match. Felipe wants somebody to accept him and love him for who he is. Crazy, loose mouth, love to sleep with women and all of that. That is not Tori. Tori wants a man who's ready to settle down, be married, have babies, and have a family. A man of character, integrity, who has a good name. That is not Felipe. Bye. Nikki's over there talking to Devin, and they're looking to see what's going on because Caitlin is over there being all loud and stuff. But Devin is like, yeah, but then she comes at you like that. When do we get to the part where they break up? Because I'm sick of her. I'm sick of the iceberg. I'm sick of it. Tori, Felipe is not a girl. You see, like a nice, clean, Christian Catholic girl. Go find your nice, clean, Christian Catholic boy and marry him and have babies. Leave the hoe alone. Hoes will always be hoes. You hear me? People are who they are. A hoe is a hoe. Okay? Y'all heard about the pastor who was a porn star, who stopped being a porn star and became a pastor, and now she's back to being a porn star because that's who she is. She's a hoe. She's a porn star. That's who she is. Leave the hoe alone. He don't want to be married, boo-boo. So we go as the couples are sleeping. Felipe slept on the couch. Tori slept in that big, fluffy, juicy bed all by herself. We go over to Caitlin's room, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and she said Devin gets into the shower, and every time they're supposed to draw close of physical intimacy, he either go cook or get in the shower. And she has advances, and they show their hair rubbing his back like this. Oh, he's trying to let this figure. And that's an advance. That is you letting him know. Legs wide open. Huh? No, Caitlin. You kissing him. You sitting next to him on the couch. You cuddling up to him and under his arm and kissing on his neck. Or sitting on him. You know, those are signs that you want to spread your legs. You talk about, if he doesn't partake. Excuse me. I'm confused. I'm confused, Caitlin. I'm confused. I am confused. And he cooks. Girl. A man that cooks. Woo! You cook, I spread my legs. That's it. You he could I spread my legs. It's so easy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cameron is a I have to stop using certain words because little Michael is older and sometimes my videos come on the TV and he's like, what did you say? Did you say hell? You can't say that. You're a Christian. Cameron is a B-I-T-C-H. So Cameron is sitting over there by the beautiful scenery with Caitlin and Big Mouth Michelle. And Michelle and Cameron said, "Oh my God, we heard." Well, Caitlin said that her and Devin was going back and forth bickering, and they was like, "Yeah, we almost lost a couple last night," and everybody was fighting and carrying on. We almost had to get out of bed to hear what y'all was saying. And Cameron's gonna open up his big bitchy mouth and said, I thought after last night, it was, his view of the couples went all the way down, and he thought it was only going to be him and Michelle." And Caitlin said, "Oh my God, can you tell?" And he was like, "Oh my God, I do not want to debrief." And Big Mouth Michelle starts to spreading it. And Cameron's like, "Okay, I'm just going to get up and go. You are a B-I-T-C-H. You know, sir. How old are you? If a group of men get together and you're talking, you do not go back to your wife and tell them what the other husband said." That is so bitchy to me. Excuse the word. I need another word. I can't believe Cameron, of all people, did that. That is a conversation that should have been kept between you and the men. But because you have such a bitchy, pushy wife who probably sucked it out of you, you go running telling her what Mecca said about Belle. And so now Big Mouth Michelle is going to go tell Belle that Mecca said he wants a woman with bigger tits. That is inappropriate, Michelle. That is, Cameron. That is so disrespectful of you. You should not have repeated whatever the men talk about their wives. You should not have gone back and told your big mouth wife, because you should already know she's going to. But just man code, Cameron, man code. Why would you do that? Why? Huh? Why would you do that? There is nothing wrong with him wanting a woman with bigger tits. It just means Belle is not the girl. It's okay. But for you to go back and tell Michelle, who's going to tell Belle, it is so disrespectful, Cameron. I am so disappointed in you that you would do that. I am extremely disappointed that as a man, you don't know man code, that you do not do that. Oh my God, he's such a disgrace. I can't. So it's breakfast time, and oh my God, Devin is in the kitchen cooking. I love a man that's cook, and Adam is making breakfast for Marissa, and he made her the biggest pancake ever. Oh, I forgot that Adam cooks. I love him even more. A man that cooks. So I just love a man that cooks. But anyways, so Sean left at 2-3 o'clock this morning. The various couples are going on different dates. Devin and Caitlin's going on a date. Mecca and Beljalie's over here talking. She doesn't have any makeup on, and I'm trying to look at her to see what is Mecca talking about. Like he's looking at her to find the attraction. She is an absolutely beautiful girl with makeup and without makeup. So is Nikki. Of course, black don't crack, okay? And Mecca and Bella is doing a wine tasting, and he's teaching her about the wine, because he's a wine, wine connoisseur. And she's and I'm thinking, girl, you don't know what Michelle is about to tell you what Mecca said about you. He is saying, Bell brought up that they talked last night, and she basically told the girls what he said, but she said, I don't want y'all looking at him differently, and that's why she don't talk to her family about her dates, which is true. Some things you can't tell everybody. And then Mecca says, Belle, the protector, always protecting her man. I wonder what Belle's going to say when he heard what Mecca said about her to all the men. Somebody asked me, because of Jens, do you think Belle is a pick-me-sha? No, I'm not ready to. No, she's not giving me pick-me-sha vibes. Michelle is more giving me pick-me-sha vibes. Belle is giving me more struggle love. You know, it's like she feels and thinks that she has to put up with, accept with anything a man comes with, because that's all she knows. She's only known struggle. She's never known loved, adoration, open the fridge, there's milk, there is, you know, she's never known that. So no, she's not giving me pick me. She's giving me struggle love. And that's kind of different. Okay. By the way, Felipe also said that he needs to consider how he says things. In other words, he needs to change. And I don't think he needs to change. I think Felipe is who Felipe is, and Tori needs to realize that Felipe is who Felipe is. I never have to worry about my husband speaking out of pocket when he's around people or with my friends, because that is not who he is. I never have to be concerned about my husband being inappropriate with his words when we're around a group of people. In 13 years, I would not have married him, because that is who you are. So Tori and the ladies who are dating for marriage, I want you to realize that Felipe is who Felipe is. Felipe cannot, that is who he is. That is one of the best things my godmother ever told me. She lived until she was 99, almost 100 years old. She was going to be 100 March 8th, and she died November 22nd or 24th. She said, people are who people are. She said, my sister, her sister, has always been the way she was, even when she was a little girl. She was 93 years old telling me this. 93, yeah. She was said, baby, people are who people are. My sister in California. She was president of something, college or something. She said, my sister has always been how she is. And her sister was older or younger. Her sister was younger. My godmother at 93 years old is telling me, we're talking about her sister. And she said, my sister has always been that way. Even when she was a little girl, she has not changed. She said, accept people for who people don't change. People are who people are. That's where I got that from. Y'all wonder where I got that from? My godmother. She said, people are who they are. She said, and I've always been who I've always been. I've always been who I am today. She's always been independent. She's always, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go. She went to Louisiana to visit family. She came back and said, baby, I bought a house for $250,000. She went to Louisiana, found a house, bought it for $250,000. She said, I've always been that person. I'm going to go. I'm going to do. I'm going to get on it. If I say I'm going to do it, that's who I am. My sister, she's always been, she said she's going to do, she don't do. She's always been that way. So I've learned to accept people for who they are. The question is, do I want you in my life? Do I want to tolerate you for the rest of my life? Can I deal with you for the rest of my life? Which is why my dates, my first dates, never did movie and movie date. It's always I want to sit across from the person and look at them and ask myself, do I want to look at your face for the rest of my life? Do I want to see you chew your food like that for the rest of my life? So stop trying to change people, ladies. The men are who they are. This is why I am being very mindful in how I'm raising little Michael. Don't change Felipe, Tori. Felipe is who Felipe is. Felipe has loose lips. He's always been that way. He will continue to be that way. He will never change to be the man you want him to be. Therefore, he is not the one for you. This is why dating is for data. Don't try to change him. Accept them and stay with them or move along. But don't ever try to change a man. Never. I am done feeling sorry for Tori. I'm done. Let me get the wash my hands of Tori. Felipe goes in to talk to her, and they're going back and forth, and he's like, I had PTSD from her leaving me. She's like, is that what that is? And he's like, I should have shut down the narrative of people have about me. So how, Tori, Felipe, how do the other guys have that narrative of you? Because that is who you are. That is who you are. Tori, you are being delusional. Oh, I think there's something here. We're compatible. You are? You're compatible based on what? Of everything you said, he doesn't consider my feelings. He wants to go sleep with hoes. I'm confused about how is it that you and Felipe are compatible? How do you think there is something here? After all this we've talked about, Tori, I'm done feeling sorry for you, girl. Bye. Bye, Tori. At nothing. I don't care if he drag you down them stairs. I will not feel sorry for you because there is no way after everything that happened. You're talking about we're compatible? How? How are y'all compatible, Tori? I'm confused about how you Nikki and Sean is more compatible than you and Felipe. Oh, I do think there's something here. No, there's not. There's nothing there. Not today, girl. Not today. Not today. Oh, I think there's something here. No, it's not. There's nothing. I thought so too. I thought in the beginning. But I was like, oh no. You know what? I'm done. Tori, off my books. She's done. I'm done with her. I'm done. So we see the couples doing various activities. Sean called in from New York. He looks really handsome. Nikki is looking like she needs something to do. We're going to stop right here because it's going to go into Cameron and Caitlin and talking about how she was trying to initiate, and he was like, you rubbing my back, that's not it, while he's in the kitchen around 55 other people cooking. She's coming over, scratching his back. That's initiation. What is wrong with her? I'm glad. I'm ready to get rid of her. Her and Courtney, they should have left at the same times. Okay, cousins, I absolutely love you. I adore you. We're halfway through, and we'll finish this either later or tomorrow. I don't know how I feel. Okay, I absolutely love you. I adore you. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up if you're new here. My name is Cousin Sister Auntie Janice. Leave a comment for me. Please interact with the video. Please type the video up. Share it out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Watch that other video I did early this morning. I still love you. I adore you. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, the husband profile begins in September. Do not overlook red flags. Felipe, oh my God. Forget red flags. He's a big red sign. Okay, Mecca, huge red sign. As in, like, the Eiffel Tower red. Okay, don't overlook it. Women try to make excuses, and for these men, don't do it because it will come back, like Mecca said, to kick you in your teeth. I also love you. I adore. Talk to you later. Bye.